to the Open Scoring MMA podcast. No secrets, no bias, just the real fight game. Let's get ready.
Welcome to Open Scoring MMA, your daily look at what's happening now and next across the world of MMA and UFC. The countdown is on for UFC 329, and the buzz is absolutely electric. We're just days away from what promises to be a monumental card featuring a highly anticipated rematch between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway. 13 years ago, these two future legends first met at UFC Fight Night 26, a featherweight bout where McGregor took the unanimous decision. It was only the Irishman's second octagon appearance, and now, over a decade later, they're running it back. McGregor is looking to put on a masterpiece against Holloway. He's been quoted saying he feels absolutely amazing, and that the work he's put in has been incredible. It's a massive comeback for Notorious. This fight is more than just a rematch. It's a statement from McGregor, and the entire MMA world is watching to see if he can reclaim his former glory. Max Holloway, on the other hand, is predicting fireworks in this fight, and honestly, who isn't? Blessed is never in a boring fight, and his style perfectly complements McGregor's. What's even more interesting is Holloway isn't ruling out staying at welterweight after UFC 329, even expressing interest in a potential bout with Islam Makhachev. That's a bold statement, showing he's not just focused on McGregor, but also on his future in the sport and potentially chasing more gold. It's going to be a war, a true barn burner, and I, for one, can't wait to see how this plays out. This is the kind of fight that defines legacies, and both men have so much on the line. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the energy around this event is palpable. But that's not all for UFC 329, not by a long shot. We've also got our favorite Scouser, Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, in the co-main event, facing off against the number 5 ranked Benoit Saint Denis. This is a huge fight for Paddy, a real step up in competition, and he's looking to rebound from his last outing. We're hearing that some outlets are looking back at Paddy Pimblett's UFC 314 stoppage of former title challenger Michael Chandler, a win that earned the Baddy an interim title shot against Justin Gaethje. That was a phenomenal performance, showcasing his power and his ability to finish fights. Now, he's got Saint Denis in front of him, and this is a crucial moment in his career. Despite the immediate challenge, everyone's already looking ahead to what's next for Paddy. There are reports that Paddy Pimblett has been explaining why he doesn't expect to fight Ilia Topuria next, even if he wins at UFC 329. He's been lobbying for that fight for a while, but it seems he thinks it won't happen this year. It's a shame, because that's a rivalry that's been simmering for a long time, with the two even coming to blows at a hotel once. But first things first, he's got to get past Saint Denis, and that's no easy task. This fight is going to be a true test of his skills and his championship aspirations. I'm telling you, this card is absolutely stacked, and Paddy's fight is going to be a highlight. Moving on to some other interesting news, we've got a wild story out of the world of bare-knuckle boxing. We're hearing reports on former boxing champion Austin Trout's recent BKFC Liberty Brawl appearance. Trout, who had a good start to his bare-knuckle career, reportedly decided to recreate Apollo Creed's iconic walkout from Rocky, complete with the Uncle Sam hat and the whole 9 yards. It was a spectacle for sure. However, the fireworks didn't last long for Trout, as he ended up getting violently knocked out by Ben Bonner in the main event. Talk about a dramatic turn of events. It just goes to show you, in combat sports, anything can happen, and sometimes the showmanship can backfire. It was a memorable moment, just maybe not for the reasons Trout intended. In other combat sports news, Olympic gold medalist and 6-time world champion Jordan Burroughs has an opponent for his Real American Freestyle, or RAF, debut. We're hearing that Burroughs will headline RAF 12 on August 22nd at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, and he'll be facing none other than the UFC's own Sean Brady. This is a fascinating crossover, seeing an elite wrestler like Burroughs take on a high-level MMA fighter in a pure wrestling setting. It's going to be a true test of skills and a great opportunity for both athletes to showcase their grappling prowess. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Brady, known for his strong grappling in the UFC, fares against one of the greatest freestyle wrestlers of all time. This is the kind of matchup that gets combat sports fans talking. Now, for a truly bizarre story, we're hearing news about Jiri Prochazka. Reportedly, after his championship blunder at UFC 327 earlier this year, where he had Carlos Ulberg fighting on one leg and still managed to mess things up, Prochazka has been trying some unconventional methods to improve his fight IQ. Word is that he disrobed and wandered into stinging nettle because he believes the itchy rash and burning skin improve his fight IQ. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. While I admire his dedication to self-improvement, I'm not sure I'd recommend that particular training method. It's definitely one of the more unique approaches to mental preparation we've heard about in MMA. Let's hope it works out for him in his next octagon return, because that's a level of commitment that's both admirable and a little bit concerning. Looking ahead to some upcoming cards, we've got some exciting matchups on the horizon. Beyond UFC 329, which is just around the corner, we're already seeing some significant fights being booked. While we don't have full card details for everything, the sheer volume of high-level talent getting ready to step into the cage is incredible. The UFC schedule is always packed, and it seems like every week brings another potential fight of the night. Keep an eye out for more announcements as these cards start to fill out. The next few months are going to be a treat for fight fans, with title fights, grudge matches, and rising stars all looking to make their mark. Before we wrap up, it's time for our OSM pick of the day. Our system has been crunching the numbers for the fight between Levan Chokeli and Leon Shabazian. The betting line currently has Chokeli at -355 and Shabazian at +310. Our model, however, is even more confident in Chokeli. We've got Levan Chokeli to win with an approximately 82% chance, which is higher than the 76% implied by the betting line. This is a value pick for us. The top reasons for our strong confidence are that form heavily favors Chokeli, and his finishing ability is also a significant advantage. We're really liking this one, and we've actually shifted to being even more confident in Chokeli since our last analysis. So our system's call is Levan Chokeli to get the win. That's all for today's Open Scoring MMA. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis. Until then, keep those hands up and your chins down. Before you go, two quick things. Check out our free fight tracker at tracker.openscoringmma.com with every upcoming UFC and PFL card, live odds, and where to watch all in one place. And follow us on YouTube. Just search Open Scoring MMA for breaking news alerts, fight breakdowns, and videos you won't get here on the feed. That's it for today's Open Scoring MMA. Keep your hands up, and we'll see you next time.